Hey guys, so today we're going to be trying 5 new products. So it's going to be a 5 first impressions video. Today we're going to be trying the items that you saw in the video thumbnail. So if you guys are curious to see what I think of these products, then just keep watching. Okay, so first off is the Aveeno Clear Complexion Purely Matte Peel Off Mask. As you guys can see, I'm having some breakout issues, so I'm hoping that this mask will kind of clean out my pores and give me a good base to put my makeup on today. So this says it has AHA, soy, and pomegranate. It says it's a soap-free, no-rinse exfoliator designed so you can mix and match and multi-mask. It evens texture, helps fight pollution, and mattifies. Apply a generous, even layer to clean skin while avoiding the eyes, eyebrow, and hairline. Leave on and relax. For 15 to 20 minutes, the mask will become more transparent as it dries. Once it's completely dry, gently peel off from the edges of the face. So I'm going to go do this in my bathroom, and I'll be back to show you the peel off process and kind of what it looks like before it's taken off. So be right back. So this is what the mask looks like when it's applied. This is what the packaging looks like. So I will give it about 15 minutes to dry, and then we will try to peel this off my face. So this is what the mask looks like when it is dry. It definitely does get more translucent. It used to be like a pretty solid blue. The places I put it on a little bit thicker, you can still see the blue color, but it is still dry. Just looks very shiny. My son said I look like a zombie, so let's see how easily this will peel off. I did try to put it on a little bit heavy because I feel like peel off masks, they need to be a little thicker to peel off. So let's see if we can grab an edge here. It's so stiff. And that's why they say don't get in the hairline. Ooh. Okay, so it came off all in one piece. It did rip out a little bit of hair. My skin does feel very clean, like anything that was in it has been removed. Very nice and soft. So I'm going to go ahead and just rinse off the edges of my hairline, and I will be right back to try the other 4 products. Okay, I am back. I've removed the headband. I went ahead and applied some CitySheild Facial Gel Mist to kind of protect my skin from the elements. I will be finishing off my makeup with a spray sunscreen today, so we will be protected from the sun. Next up, we have a new concealer to try, and this one is the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear. I've heard really good things about this one, but haven't tried it yet. So I figured we would try this before we pop on foundation, because as you can see, I have an active breakout here, some acne scarring here, and the blue circles under the eyes. So we'll see what this can do. It says, doesn't say anything. All right, I have the shades 325 Eggshell and 355 Vanilla. So let's try this out. Wow, that's a huge doe foot wand. All right, let's see. This is the deeper shade, which I think will be good for my skin tone. So let's put that on the acne spots. A little bit here on acne scarring. Some redness on my nose here, and a sunspot there. Ooh, that's good coverage. Can't even see it anymore. This is really good coverage, guys. I mean, look, you can't see any of the issues that I had earlier. Okay, I'm pretty impressed with this so far. The shade is probably spot on for what my skin tone actually is. So now let's try the brightened shade. This one is Eggshell under the eyes, and see how well it conceals the circles. Okay, that's a little too bright. I might need to mix in a little bit of the deeper shade just because it has a little bit more warmth to it. I look a bit ghostly right now, but that's just with the concealer. My redness is starting to come through here and here. So it covers really well initially. I might have to do another layer on these two spots because it seems like they're already wearing through a little bit. So let me hop off, add foundation, and I'll be back to show you powder, blush, and lipstick. Okay, so I went ahead and added a little bit of the Infallible Freshwear foundation from L'Oreal to the face. It looks really nice. Now I need to add some color. So we have two of the A blushes from Giorgio Armani. This is the Professional Liquid Face Blush, and I have tried one shade before. It was like a real pink one. And I have the shades 30 and 53, so let's start off with swatches of these so we know what they look like. They come in this beautiful nude packaging, and you can kind of see the shade at the bottom, which I do appreciate. The peach shade, this one is number 30 right here. And I like that this is like a wash of color. It's not too intense. It's more of like a cheek tint. And this one right here is number 53. And this one's more of like a pink with just a hint of berry tone to it. So I think I'm going to go with number 30 today, the kind of peachy one. Now some people will dot this on their face. I might try that on one side, but depending on how fast it dries, it might be hard to blend out. So I will try that on one side, and then I will apply it to the sponge on the other. So I'm going to just kind of dot it on where I want my color. I'm going to blend it out. You can still see the dots though, so that's not always the best idea. So I'm going to wipe some on my sponge here and then pounce it on. This is a nice kind of peachy flush here. Because that gives you a really beautiful flush to the cheeks. It doesn't look, it looks like it belongs there, and I still have to powder, so that's why I went a little bit heavy on the cheek color. You can kind of make it as sheer as you want and kind of deepen it up, layer it up for added intensity. But I think that's a really pretty color. It's not orange, it's just like this peachy flush, really pretty. Next product we have to try is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Setting Powder in Banana. I got a sample size because I didn't know if I was gonna like this or not. I've heard great things about this powder from other YouTubers. So this is what the packaging looks like, really cute. I really wanna try some Fenty products. I don't have any other than this right now. Okay, so it looks like a light banana shade. Okay, it doesn't look too yellow. It just looks like it'll be very brightening. So I'm going to try that to set the under eye concealer and see what we think. My only problem with this little sample size is it's too small to put anything in without making a giant mess. So I went ahead and transferred some to this little lid that I keep on hand if I need to space out my powder a bit more. So I have some on this Sephora brush, and I like to kind of pack it under the eyes. So I'm just going to kind of tap off some and then press it under the eyes. Okay, so let's just tap it under the eyes here. It definitely does look brightening. I'm wondering if there's any flashback to this powder. So I really only applied it to the under eye area and the bridge in the nose. So let's do the flash test. Okay, so I think we're good as far as the flash test goes. My whole face was just lighter because I have a lighter foundation and haven't bronzed up yet. So I think we're good as far as the flashback goes. So let me just set my face and then we'll be back to try the last product. Okay, to set my face, I ended up mixing the Cream Shop's translucent powder, which is like a bit of like a very, very pale yellow, with the Laura Mercier translucent glow powder, which has like a bit of like a beige gold reflective pearl. You can kind of see the shine on just my forehead from mixing these two together. I didn't want something too dark and shiny and something too light. So these together is a really nice combination. I added a little bit of the Wet n Wild Coloricon bronzer in Sunset Striptease to kind of warm up the face. Now, the last product from today's video is this new lipstick from L'Oreal. It's covered in stars. It's beautiful. It is the Color Riche Nude After Party. There was a whole display at CVS. And inside, I'm not sure if you can see this, but the entire lipstick bullet is covered in stars, just like the ColourPop lipsticks. I just think this is a beautiful packaging, beautiful design. I'll insert a close-up picture here in case you couldn't see it. This is the shade right here. It's like this beautiful nude shimmer with maybe just a hint of gold flecks to it. Very, very subtle, but it looks beautiful and it looks like it will go perfectly with this blush shade that I chose today. So we're gonna try this out, see what the formula is like, the fragrance, all of that. So right off the bat, I am getting the L'Oreal fragrance smell. I feel like their recent lipstick line did not have that. This one definitely has that floral smell, which I do not like in lip products. But let's give it a try. I can't do this scent, guys. It's like perfume on my lips. No go. The color's beautiful. Okay, so I love the color, but the formula is actually a little bit hard and gritty. Like, I feel like I have like an exfoliant on my lips. So I'm not loving the formula of this particular lipstick. If you're looking for a similar type of lipstick, something with like a hint of shine, a hint of sheen, try their Gold Addiction lipsticks. While they're a little bit more sheer, they give you that same kind of hint of like a golden pearl and a little bit of a shine to the lips, but these do not have that floral fragrance. Love this one. Do not think I'll be able to wear this one. I love the color, but the grittiness and the scent is gonna be a no-go for me. The packaging is beautiful though, so I can't return this, so I might as well just put it back here in the display because it is beautiful. So let's do the rundown of these 5 new products today. The Aveeno Clear Complexion Purely Matte Mask. It did make my skin feel nice and smooth. I don't feel like my pores look larger. I feel like everything looks nice and smooth, and I don't know, it looks good. So I like the way this felt. I didn't like that it had to be on for 15 to 20 minutes. It's a little long compared to most of the other masks that I leave on for maybe 5 to 10 minutes. So it's a little bit more of a commitment, but I like the way my skin looks and feels afterwards. So that is a thumbs up. These Giorgio Armani blushes, they're expensive, but if you really like that like cheek stain look or like a sheer wash of color, you would like these. You don't get a lot of color out at once, and you can kind of see this is the intensity that they dry down on if you don't blend them out. So you get like a nice wash of color. Do I think they're worth the price? I'll let you be the judge of that, but if you like a wash of color, this might be a product to consider. The L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealers, I think these are really nice. They covered really, really well. This will definitely be in the circulation of my go-to concealers moving forward, so I do like those. Next up, we have the Fenty Powder in Butter. So I liked the way that it looked when I initially applied it, but now that it is kind of oxidized a little bit, it's a little bit deeper, not quite as bright under the under eyes. So I'm on the fence about this one. It was a nice, fine texture, and like you can see the brightness on my skin here. So perhaps it's just the combination of this with the concealer or with, I don't know, the other powder I used. So I'm gonna keep trying this one. I do like the way it looks on my hand here. I like the brightness, and I'm gonna see if I can get that intensity on my face moving forward. Maybe I'll try applying it with a sponge next time. So like this so far. We'll keep you posted if anything changes. And finally, this L'Oreal Star Lipstick. Packaging is beautiful, so definitely A+ for that, but I don't like the fragrance. I don't like the gritty feel, so I'm gonna say that this one is a fail for me. So I hope you guys enjoyed hearing these 5 first impressions, seeing what I think, seeing how they work on my skin tone. If you did enjoy this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and as always, I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.